right, this one is going to be about factoring trinomials that have a leading coefficient. So they've got like a little number out in front of that x squared. Again, not going to do the warm-up on the video. You'll be doing these ones in class for yourself as your warm-up. So when we have a trinomial that has a leading coefficient in a that is not it can't be factored out by the GCF like we did at the end of the last page right here, like we did here. When we can't do that, we have to do something else. So there's a lot of different ways that people do this. One of them is what's going to be done on this notes. I can also go over another way in class if that is preferred by people. Okay, so when a cannot be factored out by GCF, we can possibly still factor the trinomial. These steps show a method that this person calls slip and slide to factor them. So first they slip a to the end of the trinomial and multiply it by the c. Factor that new trinomial, and then they divide both your factors by your a, what you slipped over in step 1, and then you reduce the fractions and slide any denominators up next to the variable, and then you can distribute to check. So a little confusing. I will walk you through it now, because if someone just told me that and didn't walk me through it, I'd be like, nope. So first thing, you take your a and you're gonna bring it over and multiply it by that 3. So now you're factoring x squared plus 5x plus 6, which is an easier one to factor, right? That's like what we were doing last time. So you've got x plus on both of them, right? Because we had 2 pluses, and we're looking for something that adds to 5, multiplies to 6. Options for 6 are 1, 6, 2, and 3. We want it to add to 5, so we're going to pick 2 and 3. Like that. And then we will next, so this is the step 2 we just did. Then we're going to divide both our factors, both of these, by that 2 from the beginning. So we're going to divide by 2 here and by 2 here. So x plus 1, 2 over 2 reduces to 1. And then 3 over 2, that doesn't reduce to a whole number, so you'll bring the 2 up front, 2x plus 3. And then you would want to check this. I will actually do that, but I'm going to do it in pencil so that you can see like how we are checking. So you're just going to FOIL first, outer, inner, last, x times 2x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 4. I mean 3. 3 times 1 is 3. My bad. Okay. This 3x plus 2x, sort of combine them to make a 5x. And then we have 2x squared plus 5x plus 3, which is what we started with. So that did work. And again, if that doesn't make sense to you, we can go over other ways of thinking about it in class. So yeah, I'll keep doing this method on the notes just so you can like see it a bunch of times and sort of maybe get it a little better. Again, starting here with moving that coefficient on the m squared over and multiplying it by your constant. So we've got m squared minus 17m plus 30. So when we factor, since it's a plus at the end and a minus in the middle, these are both subtract. Okay. 31 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. We want them to add up to make 17 though, so we'll pick 2 and 15. Like that. And then the next step is to divide both your factors by this number that you originally multiplied by. Okay, so here 2 over 5 is not a whole number, it is a fraction. So we will move that 5 out to the front of that factor. So we end up with 5m minus 2 here. 15 over 5 is 3. So that stays as is. Okay. And again, you can check it. 5n times m is 5m squared. Minus 15m minus 2m is minus 17m plus 6. I'm not going to check all of them because that's a lot of work. All right, next one, same thing. Start by bringing that over. Y squared minus 5y minus 24. So we've got a y plus and a y minus. 24 has got 1, 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. And we want to pick ones that are 5 apart from each other because we got a plus and a minus, so they got to subtract to make 5. That's going to be 3 and 8. Your 5y, that's a negative, so you want the bigger one to be with the minus. Okay. And then you will divide out by 6 on both of these. And 3 over 6, so reduces to y plus 1/2, y minus 4 over 3. So these ones reduce a little, but they still have fractions. So then you're going to bring those denominators up to the front. 2y plus 1, 3y minus 4. And again, check it by multiplying it out if you feel so inclined. Okay, so next we're gonna, same process, c squared plus 11c minus 60. Okay, so 60 has a lot of factors. 3 and 20, 4 and 15, 5 and 12, 6 and 10. That's the last one. And again, we're looking for, since it's going to be a plus minus, C plus, C minus. Anytime we got a minus there, it's a plus minus. So we're looking for a difference of 11 between our two numbers. These are 59 apart, 28 apart, 17 apart. These ones are 11 apart. Okay, and our middle term is positive, so the big number goes with the plus. And 4. Okay, then at the end we divide by 12, like that. C plus 15 over 12 is 5 over 4. C minus, that's 1/3. So then we're bringing those denominators out to the front. 4c plus 5, 3c minus 1. Right, give you 3, 2, 1 to get that down. And remember, you can always rewind and pause as needed because this is a video and you are in control of that. Okay, more to practice with. So we got x squared minus 11x plus 30. Okay. not 4. Okay, these have same sign, but since the middle's minus, that's both minuses. X minus something and x minus something else. Want them to add to 11. That's 31, 17, 13, 11. Order not important because they're both minus. And then divide by 3 on both of them. Okay. So 5 over 3 does not reduce. We've got 3x minus 5 here. 6 over 3 is 2. X minus 2. Okay. And these ones you'll be doing in class. That's why it says you try. Yeah. All right. So keep it going. Y squared minus 10y plus 24. So we'll be doing 24. I think that's all of them. And we want them to, this time, again, add to our middle term, right? We'll have a y minus and a y minus, okay? Right, ending term is positive, middle term is negative. Got to be the same sign, got to be negative to make that middle negative. Adding up to 10, these ones make 25, 14, 11, and 10. Okay. Order not important here. And then we're dividing by 8. So y minus 1/2, y minus 3/4. Bring those denominators up to the front. 2y minus 1, 4y minus 3. Whew. Still working. Okay. M squared plus 3m minus 18. 2 and 9, 3 and 6. That's it. We've got a subtraction at the end and a plus in the middle. We're going to have 1 plus and 1 minus anytime we have that subtraction at the end. So we want them to subtract to make 3. We want them to be 3 apart. These are 17 apart, 7 apart. These ones are 3 apart. And our middle term is positive, so the bigger one goes with the plus. And then we divide by that 9. Okay. M plus, that's 2/3. M minus, that's 1/3. Those 3's both come out to the front. So 3m plus 2, 3m minus 1. Like that. Okay. Now we've got 10p squared minus p minus 2. Bring that 10 over. P squared minus p minus 20. Okay. 1 and 20. 2 and 10. 3, no, 4 and 5. Okay. Minus at the end means we've got 1 plus, 1 minus. We want them to subtract to make 1. These are 19 apart. These are 8 apart. These are 1 apart. And our middle term is negative, so we want the bigger number to be with the negative. Okay. Then we've got to divide by that 10. P plus 2/5, p minus 1/2. Bring those denominators to the front. 5p plus 2, 2p minus 1. Okay, here we go. Multiplying that guy. A squared minus 4a plus 4. 4 is 1 and 4, or 2 and 2, only options. Last sign is plus, so we're going to have the same sign in both sets of parentheses, but the middle sign is minus, so those are going to be negatives. Want them to add to 4, 1 and 4 add to 5, 2 and 2 add to 4. Okay, and then you can divide by that 4, right? A minus 1/2, a minus 1/2. Bring those denominators to the front. 2a minus 1, 2a minus 1. And remember, when we've got the same thing twice, we can rewrite it like that. Again, not necessary. This is a fine answer for this class. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, x squared plus x minus 72. We got a minus here, so that's a plus on one, a minus on the other. $18, $6, and $12. Right, and we want them to subtract to make a 1. So let's see, do any of these do that? No. Oh, it's because I'm missing one, isn't it? 8 and 9. Okay, we want them to subtract to make 1. So might have given it away by the fact that I couldn't find it from these first ones. It is the 8 and the 9. Middle term's plus, so bigger number has to go with the plus. Then we divide by the 6. X plus 3 over 2, x minus 4 over 3, denominators to the front, 2x plus 3, 3x minus 4. Okay. Moving on, we can also factor a GCF out of these sometimes. Not every time will there be a GCF, just like there wasn't always. Or sometimes the GCF will get rid of all of the coefficient from the squared term. Sometimes it won't. Like here, 10, 75, and 35. Those are all divisible by 5, but that'll still leave something in front of the 10, or in front of the k squared. So we'll have 5 times 2k squared plus, I think that's 15k. 75 divided by 5, yes, 15k plus 7. And then from here, we'll do what we've been doing on these. Bring that 2 to the front. 5 times k squared plus 15k plus 14. Options are 1 and 14 or 2 and 7. And we want them to add up to make 15. So bringing it down, k plus on both. Adding to 15 is going to be your 1 and 14. And then you're going to be dividing them both by 2. 14 over 2 is 7. But 5 times, got to bring that 2 up front, 2k plus 1 times k plus 7 is our final answer here. Okay. Then number 8. These ones are all divisible by 2, so we can pull that out. Then we've got still an a term out front that we're going to want to multiply over by this 1. Minus at the end means we've got 1 plus and 1 minus. 6, 1 and 6 or 2 and 3. They need to be 1 apart. So that's the one to pick. middle terms positive, so bigger one goes with the plus. And then we're dividing by 6 on both. So we got x plus 1/2, x minus 1/3. Circle. Bring those coefficients out front. 2 times 2x plus 1 times 3x minus 1. Okay. Almost there. Last two. This next one, 15, 18, and 24, are all divisible by 3. And the reason we take these GCFs out is just to make your math a little bit easier in those next steps, right? We'd have to be working with like 24 here, or on this one, 350. That would be a lot, whereas 14, not so bad. Okay, so we're taking out a 3. And then we multiply that 5 by the 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Okay, we want them this time y plus, y minus to subtract to 18. They want to be 18 apart from each other, which is actually going to be our 2 and 20. And the middle's negative. When I say 18, I do not mean 18. I mean 4 and 10. They need to be 6 apart. So 4 and 10. Middle's negative, so the bigger number goes with the minus. Okay, then both we're going to divide by 5. 10 over 5 reduces to 2. And that comes up front 5y plus 4, y minus 2. Okay, last one, all divisible by 2. Okay, again, multiply that leading coefficient by the constant at the end. And we've got w plus at the end, minus in the middle, so both are negative. And we want them to add to 8. 4 is our clear choice here. And then we're dividing out that 16 on both. Bring that 4 out front on both. 2 times 4w minus 1, 4w minus 1. And remember, we got the same thing twice. We can rewrite that with the squared. And that squared only applies to the parentheses. It doesn't apply to that too. All right. That is the end of this second notes sheet for this factoring packet. So give you 3, 2, 1, and that is all for today. I'll see you at the next one.